Good evening, degenerates.
Welcome
we are
back.
back this week with another edition of Winners and Losers of the Week. Every week, there's a big winner and there's a big loser. Last week, Mike was one of the big losers. He's showing his back because we are so back. Starting off at the top, biggest winner of the week. Shout out to you, Stephen A. Smith. Not only is he rising in the polls for the presidential election in 2028, but the New York Knicks are absolutely destroying the Boston Celtics. He is finally going to see his Knicks potentially
in the finals.
In the Eastern Finals, maybe in the finals.
probably,
We're going to talk about the Cavs and Pacers situation a little later. Ryan, when you think about Stephen A. Smith having a big week, this has got to be up there for him.
Oh, it's his greatest week of all time. His team hasn't done well. And he was a big Steelers fan. His teams haven't done well in years.
We know about that.
Knicks finally get over the hump this year, get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think he's going to be smoking that cigar, living that, smoking on that or Tatum pack. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, Mike was smoking on that a little earlier.
Big,
Mike was
big
really
cigar.
excited.
I mean, hey, I'm not excited over anyone's failures or shortcomings.
All you
Okay,
get
now
excited
we're
about.
done.
That is literally all he gets
That's
excited
really
about.
your big
That's-
success.
That's all he cheers.
We watched a show yesterday and someone snapped their leg in half. And Michael
He
was the
jumped.
most- He jumped.
He jumped.
With the biggest smile.
He said,
Okay.
"Oh yeah."
He said, "Oh
Look at him
yeah."
smiling right now.
He's remembering it. That's why.
No, that was pretty.
The next biggest
electric.
winner, and honestly, this could potentially be the number one spot again, back to back on the
Oh!
DJ list. Nico Harrison.
Harrison!
You're a god.
Mavs
You're
fans
god.
are back.
Generational run for Nico
He's playing
Harrison.
chess.
Literally.
Not
That was
only
insane.
did Luka and the Lakers look out of shape out of the playoffs, he had a 1.8% chance for the first overall pick in the NBA draft.
No,
I mean, what are the odds? I mean, we know the odds, but what are the odds? Adam Silver likes putting his finger on the scale a little bit. Maybe a little back room. You give the Luka to the
You
Lakers.
can't
We'll just go
control
ahead.
Adam Silver's finger. I'll tell you that. That thing goes anywhere.
And he doesn't have
On the
no.
scale, off the scale.
He's a
you know?
long guy.
Mike would know.
Yeah.
Mike,
Real
like-
slimy
Mike would
fingers
know.
there.
Mike would know, but yeah,
real
generational
slimy.
run by Nico Harrison.
Huge. Literally huge.
Oh yeah.
It's
Never
I
seen
think it's the fourth lowest percent chance that's ever hit for the first overall pick. Also, shout out to the Utah Jazz, who for the 40th consecutive season have not overprojected their draft spot in the draft lottery.
That's
I
sharp.
saw that. Since 1985, when they started keeping records of these things, the percent chance they had and where their expected pick was, they've never gone above that, which is a statistical impossibility for a fair lottery system. So shout out to you, NBA, for
Fair
rigging
lottery
the out of
I love good
these
fair.
draft
Fair
orders.
lottery.
Keep it
It's the
fair.
best. It's the best.
And the third biggest winner on our consensus list is Tyrese Halliburton and the greater Indiana Pacers
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
if you will.
There was allegations of being a fake superstar towards Tyrese Halliburton
Yep.
from some people on this podcast.
Still.
Called
still,
overrated.
Called overrated, not a
Still.
superstar.
Called a fraud.
I'm not going to point any fingers.
Agreed. Still the same.
But Ryan
stand
definitely
on
said-
that hill.
All right, well, as of right now,
He's a clutch, not
he's looking a
superstar.
lot more of a superstar than Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes.
team around them, I agree, helps a little bit.
Him
But
individually.
It's a great week to be Tyrese.
I mean,
He helps the
I mean,
team.
his dad got in the news, in the last series for
Oh,
getting
that
on the
was not
court
good
and
luck.
trying to
no,
fight Giannis.
this is
Not a
Pacers'
good
dream
look.
scenario right now. They play the easiest one seed of all time. Go into hopefully the Knicks. We'll see. I mean, Tyrese
Yeah.
might be on top of the world.
That's what I'm saying. These Eastern Conference Finals are going to be the exact opposite of what we thought they would be. We basically said this was a cakewalk for the Celtics and the Cavs, and not a cakewalk
Nope.
for the
Not a
Celtics and the
cakewalk.
Cavs.
Yeah,
Not at
not
all.
good.
Cakewalk.
Honorable mentions for winners. Ryan, who didn't we talk about as a winner this week? That's a big winner.
One of my biggest winners right now. I love putting girls in my honorable mentions. Another one, Jordan Hudson.
Shout out
Hey!
to the women.
Jordan Hudson.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the women.
All
God,
the
I
women. You
love
got to
you.
throw the women in there. Bill Belichick's girl, really just doing a great job with the North Carolina organization and bringing
No,
back.
she's great.
She's great, doing great
She's-
things.
oh, look her.
Second
she's-
place in her Miss America pageant.
Second place. I mean, and
First in my heart, baby
Maybe
girl.
it was second
First in my
runner
heart.
up. I don't know. They worded it
it's a
weird.
win-win-win-win for me. Jordan Hudson, you deserve to be in it. I hope you do great things for this North Carolina football team. I was just doing one winner. I needed
Big
to
things
focus on Jordan Hudson.
Go
week,
Tar
I'll give-
Heels.
Yeah, I got two.
Go Tar
I got
Heels.
two honorable mentions here. My first is Mike, big winner, big week from
Yeah, huge
Michael. He not only got to see Jason Tatum, burst his Achilles,
Yes.
and he's extremely happy.
No.
But
Yeah, kind of.
He's he got stiff shaft clubs a couple weeks ago. He's finally starting to get used to them a bit.
They're stiff.
He loves handling stiffer shafts. So
Nope.
shout out to Mike,
Stiff guy.
And
Well,
my
it
second,
helps.
My second biggest winner
helps.
my honorable mention is Sleep Token, the band, my favorite band right now. Generational album just dropped. Going
of the
crazy. It might be the first #1 album for a metal album in like a decade, which is going to be crazy if it hits by the end of the week. But they're my second biggest winner. Mario?
Okay, yeah, just real quick. Just had to throw in Jalen Brunson because dropped 40 again.
He's been
so and while watching that Knicks game, the camera pans over to Kylie Jenner. I go, wow, you know what?
She a looker too.
She's looking good these days.
Yep.
winner.
And so I got to throw out shout out to the boy Timothy
Yeah,
Chalamet.
Timothy.
Yeah, he's a winner.
He
this
could be
week.
thrown in there with Stephen A. Smith, honestly, for
Yeah.
biggest winner in New York. Or yeah.
Just had to slide them in there. And then, Timothy Chalamet, you're thinking, oh, movies. Shout out AMC Theaters this week. They are a winner because 50% off Wednesdays are back.
Oh,
yeah,
So
God.
Wednesdays, I don't know what movie we're seeing, but we're seeing a movie.
We're seeing
I'm down.
something.
We're seeing
That
Movie
F1
prices down,
that F1
popcorn
movie's
up.
coming out
you know,
soon.
Yeah, maybe
Hello.
we'll go.
I'm down.
Shout out
Guy from Snowfall's in it.
the world this week. We're all winners because we got to witness India versus Pakistan. I
Yep.
mean,
That was-
generational.
Crazy.
That was
Paul.
Crazy. They got the ceasefire going right now. We'll see if season 2 kicks off in a moment. But
Jesus Christ.
shout out Eden Alexander. Another winner this
How
week.
many winners do we have?
No, I got a lot of honorable mentions. Eden Alexander, U.S. hostage, released from the Gaza Strip. Last
Huge.
one.
Shout out
Huge.
to you.
Huge.
Shout out to Trump.
No, shout out Eden Alexander. He's back. America's back. Cocoa traders this week are
Who?
winning. Cocoa traders.
Oh, like cacao.
Cacao, cocoa, however you want to pronounce it. You know,
Cacao.
I didn't know you were a little Portuguese, but yeah, the prices of cocoa are up 66%
Wow.
year to date. A lot of factors involved in that rising of prices. Who knows? I heard heavy rains. Good season to grow some cocoa. So
I love that.
why the prices are
I'm
shooting
a big
up?
cocoa guy myself.
Probably the tariffs.
Yeah, I don't know. And then last but not least, shout out John Cena. He's going out. He retired, but he won his last fight against his arch nemesis rival Randy Orton. So
Wasn't that,
Big WWE fan.
wasn't
Yeah.
that a scripted win?
No.
No.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
You weren't
the
there.
sport.
You weren't there.
Why don't you go ahead and
actually,
give us...
the calls weren't going his way if you watched the match.
Yeah, the ref was totally paid off
Yeah.
there.
It's-
Mike,
Okay.
your biggest winners, honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got two. First of all, MMA UFC legend Jose Aldo lost his last fight, so kind of not a winner, but winner in the regard of a career well done. Happy retirement, buddy.
I love him getting knocked out.
I think it's
he got knee to
we're
your
all
face
winners.
by
We're all
Conor.
winners.
And
We're all winners that we don't have to watch him fight anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
okay,
there we
well
go.
that's kind of
Yeah.
Double
Happy
winner.
retirement.
Double
yeah,
dip.
happy
We'll
retirement.
see ya.
Double dip.
And then
Go
kind
sell
of
some Coke.
piggybacking off what Ty said in his honorable mention, also a nice segue into the next loser bracket. Shout out the the Boston Celtics podiatrist. He's going to be doing a lot of work on Mr. Tatum over there. Honestly, he might be getting a lot of referrals because he's going to do such a, he might do a good job. He might do a bad job. Either way, he's going to get paid. So you're a winner, bud.
True.
All right,
winner.
well, that's a good pivot into our
podiatrist.
biggest losers.
Podiatrist.
Is that a foot doctor?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the foot doctor going to be doing?
He might have hurt his Achilles.
Wouldn't that require surgery?
Yeah, he's a podiatrist.
You mean the surgeon? Are podiatrists surgeons?
I don't think so.
Podiatrist.
I think they can
No.
be surgeons.
He's a surgeon in the
a different name, but
podiatrist
I think they
field.
can be, but none of us are doctors, in case you haven't figured
Well,
it out by
that's
now.
Mario's
you know, I'm on the road.
You are a doctor.
There's a
Or
variation
something.
that is Dr. Mark.
Our biggest loser, obviously, consensus, Jason Tatum. He lost his Achilles. So,
Get better.
good.
yeah, get
not
better.
good.
Get
Or
better
very,
soon.
very sad.
Or don't.
Unless it's Michael.
unless
Michael's
you're Mike.
on top of the world.
Crazy.
Everyone else.
Mike doesn't want you to
if
get
you
better.
have a heart, it was
Well, it's like
tough to watch.
Getting better, if it is, which it looks like it is, a torn Achilles,
Yeah.
there's really no getting better.
GG's,
Unless you're
brother.
Kevin Durant, like you mentioned earlier. You look at every other person who's ever torn their Achilles in the history of the NBA, you
Dead.
don't go back to near where you were. You can even say, like, look, it's basically the same exact play where Dame got injured. That injury took him forever to get back from. You can probably still question if he's actually even back from it years later. But
That is true.
It sticks with you for a while. So it's
Tatum's game, though, isn't based off of like a lot of athleticism, though. And also, he's younger, whereas Dame was already towards the end of his career when it happened, which
Yeah.
is a lot harder to come back from. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, if
I
you're-
agree. It is very tough.
It's very scary.
That's one of those
hope
that
he's okay.
is like a death sentence for
Yeah.
NBA players. But hey, if we'll see what happens.
He's stronger.
Next biggest loser, Casamigos and Don Julio.
Oh, yeah.
Diageo
yeah.
Liquor Company.
Class action lawsuit against the company that makes both of these tequilas for having large amounts of non-agave alcohol in their products. It's filed in New York, I believe. So if any of you
Eastern
have drank
District of New York.
tequila, you can go become a winner by adding yourself to the class action. But LA girls everywhere are crying because these are going to be coming off the shelves.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of a win if you actually know and enjoy
here we
liquor.
go. Here we go.
I mean, this is the most additive, sulfate-full liquors of all time. They're oversold because of the promotions and the marketing and the celebrities that get behind it.
Don Julio.
Why don't you suggest 2 alternatives for tequilas that people would enjoy if they're not
Siete Leguas is unbelievably fantastic, non-additive,
it up.
sulfite-free. Yep, Siete Leguas.
DJ Hours link
Also
above.
named after
10%
Pancho
off.
Villa's favorite horse. So that's how it gets its name.
Favorite what?
Favorite horse.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
Yeah.
Favorite horse.
Okay.
And
could be
secondarily,
double
a more beautiful, a little bit more pricey bottle, Mandala Tequila. Shout out you. Amazing.
The Mandala
No,
effect.
LA girls are going to the bar and getting $1 for a shot for.
The Mandala effect.
LA girls,
$30.
they don't pay for their own drinks.
Oh,
That's true.
That's true. Okay,
I guess the
shout out Fortaleza also.
I guess the right way to phrase this would be more of a suggestion for the guys because girls aren't paying for their drinks.
Yeah, it's the
anyways.
guys that
the
pockets
guys
are
that are
broken.
buying
Tequila
LA
Ocho,
girls.
Siete Leguas, Mandala.
All right, we're good on the tequila.
Okay.
And the third biggest loser,
Fortaleza.
Bill Belichick. He is not only dating a child, but the mother of Jordan Hudson apparently owns an adult sex shop in New York. So,
Not a good look.
Interesting look.
yeah, it's an
To say
interesting
the
look.
least.
I think he's what, 94, 96? Something around there. And she just turned, I
might
think
be
she's
92.
24. Yeah,
Oh.
something around that.
She might
Um,
be 18.
Yeah, if you like triple her age, she's basically his age. So pretty
I don't
crazy.
even know if that's.
Some people might call him a winner. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
You might even throw an expo
Yeah,
on there
well,
and call it a
he
day.
individually in his private life probably winning. His public image is being absolutely trashed right now.
It's like Nvidia stock. It's not good.
Hey, nice bounce this week. All right, honorable mentions. Mario, why don't you kick us off? Biggest losers of the week.
Biggest losers of the week.
Yep.
People without a real ID. A lot of people went on flights.
yeah.
Could
I
not
had
fly.
that too, yeah.
You know, so
You don't have a real ID?
tough.
No.
I got one.
I got one too.
That's tough.
There you go.
I got one a
You
while
You don't need
ago.
a real ID.
I got one a
I
while
got one
ago.
like 2 years ago.
You
If you
do.
have a passport, you don't need a real ID.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you don't,
Yeah,
yes.
but a
It's
lot
a
of
lot
people
easier to
didn't.
get
A lot of
Yeah,
people
oh, yeah.
flying didn't have passports.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just cooked.
Illegal
Yeah.
immigrants.
You could bring like a
Or if
form
you
of-
were just going to New York.
Yeah.
you could bring
Yeah.
like a bill or something and get lucky.
Yeah. So people without real IDs, honorable mention. Another honorable mention, our host Tyler. You know, his skin got fried.
Hey,
Also,
that's fine.
he has a phone that doesn't charge. I was there one time. He's a little Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Just a little burn. And his phone doesn't work. Or,
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Slowly not working.
Don't text me.
Yeah. What else? My 55-degree wedge didn't work today. So it's a loser.
Fair.
The euro, the price of the euro, tanking. So they're losers. What else? The NBA, you guys may have heard of it. It's like the
Little bit.
WNBA, but like all guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, playoffs are kind of lame.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy take. Crazy take.
It might be a hot take.
Those
I
games
like
are
it.
way more exciting than March Madness. The amount of like buzzer beaters and like final like comes down to the last
There's been-
minute we've
there's
had
been-
is insane.
there's been
Look at
good
every game
moments.
in the Warriors.
There's been
series.
good moments, but
Yeah.
like I don't know if this playoffs as a whole has been. Well, Mike's
Mike might have something to
he had to
say.
recalibrate.
This is Mike's favorite playoffs of all time. What are you talking about?
Okay. Anyways, and last but not least, the weekly honorable mention, Diddy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
He's still
Go.
locked up.
I mean,
Well-
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the trial begins this week.
Mike's boy.
I
one.
wouldn't say that.
Your biggest losers.
So kind of goes hand in hand. It's one big loser. I'm gonna say Bill Gates, but pairing with that is gonna be Microsoft. The reason why is because Microsoft runs another subservient company called Micros, which is a point of service system for a lot of hotels. And over this past Mother's Day weekend, it got hit so hard that it crashed. So Microsoft and Micros, you are trash, and I hate you, Bill Gates. You're stupid.
Stock's up 15% this month.
Yeah.
Biggest losers.
Shut up, Bill Gates.
My number one was also my skin.
Yeah.
But it's a signal for you guys. It's like the groundhog coming out of and seeing his shadow.
Yeah.
When I get my first true burn, it means not only do I go through pain for a week and have to just drink a bottle of Ryan's aloe that I stole, but it means summer's here.
He sips it.
Yeah, the groundhog saw his shadow, so it's officially summer. And then the other biggest loser, I was just going to say, we kind of already covered this with Jason Tatum, but just the wider Boston fan base, because so many of you aren't actually from Boston. So many Patriots fans aren't actually from New England or from Boston. So many Celtics fans aren't from Boston. If you're from Boston, I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's always like, oh no, but like my mom's side of the family.
Yeah,
they're from-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it on a map once. Yeah, it's that type of
I
thing.
saw Good Will
And-
Hunting.
And so
It's like, yeah,
you
my
guys are all
family.
just generally losers for choosing the worst sports franchises to root for.
That's crazy.
But well, I mean, like, who
Facts.
wants to pick
Facts.
the Celtics?
Oh no, yeah, you don't want to pick. I mean, you don't want to pick the Celtics.
That's what I'm
or the
saying.
Patriots. But
Oh.
like, if you have to be the most winning organization,
But
city
they
in
weren't-
the history of sports.
Most
But
Super
they're picking
Bowls.
it in like a past tense.
Yeah,
like
they
people
all-
saw Tom Brady winning and chose to be a fan. None of these Celtics fans were alive when Bill Russell won 11 championships.
Facts.
They weren't
Very
watching
few.
ball when
There's a
Larry
couple.
Bird was winning his championships. Like
Facts.
these are recent Celtics fans, and honestly, they've been kind of trash. I know they won a couple years ago, but it's
Boston.
fine. Yeah, Boston.
Yeah, my losers. Number one, I love piggybacking off this, was my aloe bottle. I'm pretty sure I'll never be able to see that aloe bottle again.
It's
I'll
cooked.
It's gone.
absolutely drain it.
It is.
Yep, empty.
Another loser, kind of just feel bad for Kanye West. Dropped a new song. Didn't really like it too much. I don't know if you guys know.
I don't.
I'm
even-
not.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's-
It's an interesting
If you
song.
know, you know.
If you know,
Yeah,
you know. You
you
should
know,
listen
you
to it. He's
Yeah.
a big loser. And then last loser, Donovan Mitchell. You are going to
What a
continue
loser.
to not get past the second round and be a loser for the rest of your life, unfortunately, being a one seed.
He has a
So,
lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah,
but
but
as
you
an
will-
NBA player, Donovan Mitchell.
Never gonna be a Hall of Famer.
loser.
He has millions.
Never
of
gonna be a
dollars.
Hall of Famer. Well, there you have it. Let us know any winners or losers we missed. This is a new segment. We're gonna keep this rolling every week.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Give me
kinda-
some wild.
It's kind of
life.
fun for us just to like see who won, who lost this week. Mike's been popping up a lot on these lists, so let us know in the comments where you think Mike would fall on the spectrum of winners or losers. He's always on the spectrum. That's one
word
thing with Mike.
usage.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Drop a comment, like the video, subscribe if you're not already, and stay tuned. We got a lot of content.
What do you
coming.
mean by that?